big believer in all that, being the Hawkwind fan, because Hawkwind years ago, that was their message
Yeah, it's
too,
a very
wasn't
political
it?
band, a very political band.
A lot of the book, the band that's sort of represented in the book, have been running a long time. When they could just do anything, like set up anywhere. And a part of their tour problems is that they're trying to carry on like it was in the old days. And now they're going out there, they're finding all sorts of systems in place, like, for instance, taxes or restrictions, or you can't do this and can't do that. And eventually they're realising that eventually they're going to hit a brick wall, because somebody somewhere along the line is going to stop them, simply because they don't want them to do this anymore.
So have you tried to weave all that into the book as well?
Yeah, I mean, like, you look at the difference between how airports were before 9/11 and how they are now. I haven't been to America since then, but apparently American customs treat you like dirt now when you walk in, because they're so, you know, obviously understandably offended by what happened, but the whole situation there's changed completely now. So getting that into the book is like, you know, all the things that you used to do in the past that were taken for granted are now, you need a permit for this now. You know, don't smoke here. You know, they advertise whiskey and then say drink responsibly. You know, there was a thing on Facebook the other day. That human beings are the only creature that will cut down a tree and then make paper out of it to write "Save the Trees" on. Which I thought was rather good.
Yes, I know.
It's just trying to show that in a book, that look where this is going, and just.
So there's plenty of irony in it then.
Yeah, irony is great.
We did actually sort of talk about how we wanted to tackle it, and my thing was like an American type of novel, like Kurt Vonnegut used to write. It's all very. They're one of the few Americans that has he's one of the few Americans that does do irony.
Really well.
Kurt Vonnegut. I mean. It's just riddled through, you know, it's just this droll thing going on. So I just wanted it to be a bit like that, sort of heading in that direction, really, but entertaining as well. You know,
didn't want to preach.
No, you just wanted to turn the page to see what's going to happen next.
Well, the more we talk about it, the more I'm looking forward to reading it myself.
Well, as long as I could keep the band in total chaos, then it would turn the page.
There's
like I say,
not with Hawkwind. No, I mean it was just.
I've only read the first 4 so far. I'm waiting for the rest, but I really, I can't wait for it. So, who were like your inspirations? You know, for writers, what made you get into? Because you were a creative writing student yourself.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, earliest I can sort of remember is Michael Moorcock, which again is connected to Hawkwind because he.
Yeah, because you know Michael Moorcock, don't you?
Michael Moorcock and Harvey wrote a song that's on Sonic Attack.
We've written a few. We've worked on a few.
Worked on a few things together. So I was reading Michael Moorcock and seeing in the introductions page dedicated to the members of Hawkwind, so well the two are connecting, and that led on to kind of William Burroughs and anybody who was writing anything kind of extreme. The Chuck Palahniuk's a favourite of mine, the guy who wrote Fight Club. If you've read any of his other books, they're really, really brilliant.
So is that what you write yourself? Because I know you've done this book, but you do your own stuff and you
the other stuff's a bit more serious and kind of science fiction based or psychological horror based. And
so this was a different.
This was. I just wanted to have fun with this one because this was just such a laugh.
And was it easier for you to write?
Yeah, because it wrote itself.
It's just come out.
Sometimes it was like dictation.
Yes.
And I could always hear Harvey over my shoulder telling me this bit, so it was really good to do that. And coincidence as well is that sometimes you'd be thinking of something that you'd written somewhere else, and it would tie in with something that Harvey had told me, and you could link it.
Would you not be tempted to have your biography done then, Harvey?
Well, I thought, I keep getting asked about this because as we're sitting around here now, we talk about stories that happen.
Yeah.
And as we know, I mean, one story can jog the memory of another, and you think, oh, and then that happened, and then after about half an hour, someone will say, you ought to write all this down.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, well, yes, I might. You know.
Yeah. It'd just be such, really interesting.
Yeah.
Because you've just had such a full life, haven't you?
Well, it's been
still having.
Yes, sorry, Harvey.
Well,
He's not retired yet. Which we must say, actually, you are actually performing in Liverpool, quite close to here, aren't you?
Yeah, well, next year we've got a UK tour in October, November.
Yeah. Is that this year or next year?
This year.
This year, right,
We're in Europe in September, and then we're coming back. We've got 3 weeks or so over there, and then we come back and do 4 weeks or so here.
And you're in the O2, isn't it?
I can't remember when, but we're in the O2 in Liverpool.
Right.
So.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. So we'll just say again about your book. Where is it available for?
Right, it's basically if you go to a website called Feed a Read. Feed a Read. Yeah, it's a feed and the letter A read. Yeah. And that'll be a download for Kindle and also hard copy you can buy as well. And there's 4 free sample chapters on my ebook, lightfromdeadstars.com. Yeah.
So by the time people have read the 4 chapters, we'll be able to get the rest then.
Hopefully. It's just come back from the site, proofread and formatted.
Right, brilliant, fantastic.
So it's just waiting for their process now of actually making it saleable.
And is the chicken in it still?
The chicken has a nice resolution, I hope, in the book. But the sequel's going to be a little different. I'm basically looking at Hawk Lord's anecdotes now.
Right.
Because it's going to follow the character Larry Bain again. I'm hoping to sort of write something about them going to Russia.
Right.
So if all else fails,
so if everything you get up to in Liverpool, we might actually see in the book.
You might actually see somewhere in the book.
Yeah, it'll start filtering down. Yeah, So.
And if anyone's interested in the Hawk Lords as well, I think there are sort of there are Facebook pages, sites there, and Dave Roberts, our merchandising man's put up a fans page as well.
Because we should say Hawk Lords are actually all ex-members of Hawkwind, aren't they?
Well, basically, yeah. From various years.
I'm sorry, can I just ask again, when's that new album? You're hoping to get that out?
Well, we're hoping to be done by May and hoping it'll be out and about in the summer.
Yeah.
Right,
so
lovely.
well before the tour, before the autumn.
So we'll get a taste of it before the concert?
Yeah, well, you should get a taste of it. We're doing a festival in Wilth Wells in mid-Wales in
well,
June.
You did well to say that. I did think of it.
B's and D's and P's, they're terrible for a person that stutters, I tell you. Anyway, so we should be sort of attempting to sort of play some of the new stuff then, this summer. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Which I haven't heard yet.
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No,
so
I haven't played it to anyone. It's all the one bits I got until it's a bit more.
So do you still try and go when you've got time to get around? Because you've been to see, because obviously Hawkwind continues as well, and you've been to see them.
I've been to see Hawkwind, been to see Hawk Lords with Harvey last October, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and that was kind of book promotion. We were giving out flyers there, and nice people kept saying, "When's the book coming?" Yeah, and I was thinking, well, quicker than it is at the moment. But so we've got that fixed now, so it won't be long.
So is it kind of roll the world? What you started off with, like you said, an interview, kind of made an idea for a book, and now it's kind of just
it's unstoppable now. It's a juggernaut now. It'll just keep rolling because you can just keep them going. Yeah, they go here, they go there.
Yeah,
just make it up as you go along.
It just sounds really, really entertaining.
Yeah,
it's good fun.
It's fun to write.
Yeah, it's good fun
to remember it all.
It's good fun to remember it all. You think, did that really happen? My goodness me, I'm a grown person.
Oh, they're the best. Oh, well, thank you very much.
Oh, yes, it's been so enjoyable.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Take care of you. That was lovely.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant.